Hi students, so today in this video, I'm going to discuss about transpose, symmetric, skew symmetric matrices. Basically I will focus on those. So what is transpose of a matrix? Basically, so transpose of a matrix is, it is the matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and the columns. So matrix obtained by interchanging rows and columns. That means if I take a matrix like this. So what is the order of this? This has two rows and 3 columns. Okay, so 2 cross 3 order this is. So transpose of A is denoted by this symbol. We'll write a power t, or we will write a dash. So this is the symbol we will use for transpose of A. Okay, so transpose of A symbolically written as a power t or a dash. So what is the transpose? You have to interchange rows and columns. That is, the first row of A is written as first column here. Interchange rows and columns means rows becomes columns, columns becomes rows. The first row is written as first column here. Second row is written as second column. So this is nothing but transpose of A. Now what is the order? You have 3 rows here and you have 2 columns. So 3 cross 2 is the order. So we can clearly see that by transposing a matrix, even the order will be reversed like this, because rows and columns becomes interchanged, rows becomes columns and columns becomes rows. Therefore order will be reversed when you are transposing a matrix. Okay, so if you take a square matrix for example, A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3, I am taking a square matrix. So transpose of this, first row is written as first column, second row is written as second column, and third row is written as third column. So this is the transpose of A basically. So what you have to understand here is, by transposing, the diagonal elements places are not changing. Diagonal elements usually in A and A transpose, if you see, they are in usual places only. Their places are not changed. And what about this A1 and B2? You see, this A1, B2 are getting interchanged. So this B1 is actually, this is first row second column element. This A2 is actually second row first column element. Means first row second column, second row first column elements are getting interchanged. Like that, this C1 and A3 are getting interchanged, you can see clearly. The C2 and B3 are getting interchanged. So basically what we have to remember is, an element in ith row jth column, will go to jth row ith column. If you are transposing a matrix, an element in ith row jth column will go to jth row ith column. Means an element in first row second column will go to second row first column. An element in first row third column will go to third row first column. An element in second row third column will go to third row second column. Like that, Aij goes to Aji. Okay, so in general I can write like this. If capital A is equal to Aij m cross n, if I am taking a general matrix with m rows and n columns, then A transpose will be written as AJI n cross m. So order gets reversed. M cross n becomes n cross m, and ith row jth column element goes to jth row ith column. So therefore, instead of aij, we will write eji. So this is the general form of writing transpose of a matrix. So this is the basic definition of transpose of a matrix. Now, application of transpose. So application of transpose of a matrix is nothing but a symmetric and a skew symmetric matrix. So now we will discuss what is a symmetric and what is a skew symmetric matrix. So symmetric matrix means basically if capital A is a symmetric matrix, if capital A is a symmetric matrix when A is equal to A transpose. A is equal to A transpose. That means by transposing a matrix, the matrix should not change. Transpose of a matrix must be same as the original matrix. That means by transposing the matrix should not change. Then it will be called as a symmetric matrix. Okay, so how we are going to get a symmetric matrix? For example, I will take like this. First row, first column I took same. These two elements I took same. Now you transpose this. Transpose. So first row written as first column. Second row written as second column. Third row is written as third column. So are you getting same? See? So A transpose, is it same as A? Yes. A transpose is same as A. So this is a simple example for a symmetric matrix. So basically a symmetric matrix, how to recognize? So how to recognize a symmetric matrix means in symmetric matrix first row and first column will be same. First point, first row first column will be same. Second point, these two elements must be same. By seeing the matrix itself, we can identify. When you are given a 3 by 3 matrix, first row, first column must be same and these two elements must be same, it will be a symmetric matrix. But if you transpose, you will get the same matrix. So basically, symmetric matrix means an element in ith row, jth column, an element in ith row, jth column must be same as the element in jth row, ith column. So this is the basic rule. That means, okay, so if I take a general matrix for example, so I am taking a 3 by 3 general matrix because 3 by 3 matrices only generally will be considered frequently. So I am taking a general 3 by 3 matrix like this. A general 3 by 3 matrix. So what I told you, first row, first column must be same means basically these two elements must be same, these two elements must be same and these two must be same. Okay, so that is A12, A21 must be same, A31, A13 must be same and these two must be same. Diagonal elements can be anything. Diagonal elements, places will not change by transposing. By transposing, the diagonal elements places will not change. So diagonal elements you can write anything. An element in ith row, jth column goes to jth row, ith column by transposing. Therefore, if these two are same, automatically you will get the same matrix. You can see clearly. you can see clearly that A will be called as a symmetric matrix. A will be called as a symmetric matrix here if A12 is equal to A21. That is what I wrote here. ijth element must be same as jith element. So A12 must be same as A21. A13 must be same as A31. A32 must be same as A23. Okay, so ijth element must be same as jith element. A12, A21, A13, A31, A32, A23 must be same. Then automatically the matrix becomes a symmetric matrix. So this is the simple way of just observing and writing instead of doing transpose, checking with the original matrix again. If you observe these simple points by seeing the matrix itself, you can say whether it is a symmetric matrix or not. Okay, and some standard matrices which are symmetric, we will see that now. So if you take a zero matrix, is it symmetric? Definitely, because if you are transposing this, then also you will get the same thing. No, a zero matrix has all zeros. Even if you transpose, you get the same thing. Okay, so zero matrix can be a symmetric matrix when it is a square matrix. If it is not a square matrix, it will not be same because order will be different. So a zero matrix which is a square matrix can be a symmetric matrix. So that is one example. And what about a diagonal matrix? So if you take a diagonal matrix, is it going to be symmetric? So I will take like this. Is it going to be symmetric? Yes. So you transpose this. First row written as first column, second row written as second column, third row written as third column. Are you getting same? Yes, because by transposing the diagonal elements will not change. Anyhow, diagonal elements place same you will get, and remaining elements are zeros only. So zeros, if they are changing also, nothing will happen. No. So diagonal elements will not change. So therefore any diagonal matrix is symmetric. So diagonal matrix means scalar matrix is also symmetric, unit matrix is also symmetric, and zero matrix which is a square matrix, that is also symmetric. So these are the basic types of matrices which are always symmetric. Okay, so next one more property. So property related to symmetric matrix. So A plus A transpose, this is always a symmetric matrix. A plus A transpose is always a symmetric matrix. How? Let us see. So symmetric means what? Basically by transposing you must get the same matrix. Okay. So symmetric means if you are transposing this A plus A transpose, if you are transposing this, you must get back the same matrix. Means you must get back this A plus A transpose again. Will you get? Let us see. So what is A plus B whole transpose? It is A transpose plus B transpose. Means transpose can be individually taken for each matrix separately in the sum. So therefore I can write this as A transpose plus A transpose whole transpose. I can write like this. So what happens if you transpose a matrix two times? Interchange rows and columns, transpose, again interchange rows and columns, you will get back the same matrix obviously. So A transpose whole transpose will be A only. So if you transpose two times, you will get the original matrix obviously. A transpose whole transpose is A only. So therefore I can write this as A plus A transpose, no? Because matrix addition is commutative. Matrix addition is commutative. You can write like this, no problem. Now see here, by transposing this matrix, are we getting the same matrix? Yes. Therefore, this A plus A transpose is always a symmetric matrix, that you have to remember. A plus A transpose is always a symmetric matrix provided A is a square matrix. Okay, A must be a square matrix, otherwise the property will not hold. If A is not a square matrix, A plus A transpose we cannot add at the first place. We can add these two only when they are square matrices. So it is obvious that A must be square matrix for the property to hold. Okay, so one more property. AB whole transpose. This will be B transpose into A transpose. So when you have product of two matrices whole transpose, when you are taking transpose individually, order gets reversed. When you are taking transpose individually, order gets reversed. First you write B transpose, next you write A transpose. So when you are taking product of three matrices, then also same. When you are taking transpose individually, order gets reversed. That means you have to write C transpose into B transpose into A transpose. You have to write like this. Okay, so for addition, when you are taking transpose individually, just first matrix plus second matrix transpose you can write. But in product, order gets reversed. That you have to observe. Okay, so one more property I will tell you. So one more property. A into A transpose is always a symmetric matrix. A into A transpose is always symmetric. So because if you take A into A transpose, if you transpose this, you will get same. Just use this property. When you are taking transpose individually, order gets reversed, no? So A transpose, whole transpose into A transpose of this first, transpose of this next. A transpose, whole transpose is A only. By transposing this, you are getting same again. So therefore, A into A transpose is always a symmetric matrix. Okay. Now let us come to skew symmetric matrix. Let us come to skew symmetric matrix. So skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix means basically a square matrix capital A square matrix capital A square matrix capital A is skew symmetric if A transpose is equal to minus A. This is the basic property. That is, by transposing a matrix, you must get negative of the matrix. Okay, so I'll give you an example. I will give you a simple example. So this is simple example of a skew symmetric matrix. You can see if you do A transpose, you will get minus A. So in skew symmetric matrix, basically what we have to see is diagonal elements must be always zeros in a skew symmetric matrix. Diagonal elements must be always zeros, and first row, first column elements must be of opposite signs. So this first row and first column must be of opposite signs. You can see these two elements of opposite signs. So in symmetric, I told you that in symmetric, the element in ith row, jth column must be equal to an element in jth row, ith column. I told you in symmetric. Here, it is going to be of opposite signs. An element in ith row, jth column must be of opposite sign when compared to jth row, ith column. So, for example, if I take a general matrix like this, So if I take a general matrix, okay, so then A will be a skew symmetric matrix. A will be a skew symmetric matrix only when A12 is equal to minus A21. These two must be of opposite signs. A13 must be equal to minus A31. These two must be of opposite signs. And A23 must be equal to minus A32. So in symmetric, these must be same. In skew symmetric, these elements must be of opposite signs. And one more point is, all principal diagonal elements must be zeros. Each and every diagonal element must be zero for a skew symmetric matrix. That is compulsory. So this is the basic rule for a skew symmetric matrix. And I am going to discuss some properties with you. So what you have to observe is skew symmetric matrix is zero matrix of square matrix, that is a square matrix model. Zero matrix is always a skew symmetric matrix. So zero matrix, which is a square matrix, is always skew symmetric, because even if you transpose, you will get all zeros only, no? So A transpose is equal to minus A will be satisfied for that. Okay, and one more point is A minus A transpose is always a skew symmetric matrix. A plus A transpose is always a symmetric matrix. A minus A transpose is always skew symmetric. How? So if you consider A minus A transpose whole transpose, you must get negative of that. Let us see. So we can write this as A transpose minus A transpose whole transpose. So A transpose minus A. So take minus common. That's it. A minus A transpose whole transpose, you are getting negative of that. Therefore, A minus A transpose is always a skew symmetric matrix. Okay, that is very important property. Okay, and finally, I just wanted to revise that this is the important property you should remember. A plus A transpose is always symmetric, and A minus A transpose is always skew symmetric. Okay. So we'll come up with another